I'd like to welcome everybody to CKJ Crypto News. Guys, I got an amazing article. You do not want to miss this one. BlackRock and Ripple Connections. I'll call this one BlackRock and Ripple Connections. BlackRock and the rise of alternative investments, guys, what they're talking about. Crypto on BlackRock radar. The trillion asset manager announces its overhaul and shift to alternatives. What they're talking about, cryptocurrency, guys. A really quick background on this before we jump into this article. Guys, PNC Bank owns 20% of BlackRock. PNC Bank is a Ripple Labs partner. So PNC owns 20% of BlackRock. PNC is a Ripple Labs partner. So I do believe Ripple and BlackRock are connected. Now, in this article, it's clearly going to say how a Ripple employee left Ripple to join BlackRock wealth management team, but I just don't think he left Ripple. I think this is what it's all about, guys. Interoperability, working together, connecting systems. We have to have people from each team representing the project. So basically, it goes like this, guys. As news circulates that indexing giant BlackRock is reorganizing itself with emphasis of a higher fee alternative assets, a few are beginning to believe that Bitcoin could ultimately find its place among these non-traditional assets. And guys, they always use the word Bitcoin stands for cryptocurrency. It's for name recognition. Change comes slowly to institutional investors like pension funds in the late 50s and 60s. Pensions mostly shunned stocks in favor of bonds. Today, virtually every retirement account has equity allocation. Pensions, insurance companies, and endowments have become huge buyers of riskier exotic investments. Now, we jump down here, guys. On Tuesday, BlackRock, the largest asset manager in the world with $6 trillion under management, said it would undergo a massive management overhaul, in part reorganizing to focus on alternative investments, cryptocurrency, and I do believe XRP will be their top pick. And while BlackRock declines to comment on any plans for large forays into crypto assets, it recently hired former Ripple product marketer Robbie Mitchick and its digital wealth team, the digital wealth team. And that's what I'm calling the CKJ Alliance from now on, guys, the digital wealth team, which uses the firm's successful Aladdin global asset management software to build institutional portfolios. Now, this is really interesting, guys. A fundamental evaluation of framework. Okay, they're also going to talk about this one, guys. Last summer, Robbie and Stanford Business School professor Susan Anthony, who's on Ripple Board of Directors, we'll get into that one. She is from the Fed, guys, from the Federal Reserve, and this is why I believe this is the interoperability. Susan Anthony, I don't believe she really left the Fed. She worked at the Federal Reserve, and now she's a Ripple board member, but we know Ripple is on the Faster Payments Task Force. Just like PNC Bank has a partnership with Ripple, and PNC Bank owns 20% of BlackRock. Guys, they are working on creating interoperability in a new financial system. Susan Anthony published a paper called The Fundamental Valuation Framework for Crypto Assets. Now, I did pull that up, guys. Link in the description. I'll have all this information in the description. A fundamental valuation framework of crypto assets. Now, this is interesting, guys, because we got Robert right here, who left Ripple supposedly to join BlackRock, and Susan Anthony wrote this paper together. Come on now. Same thing here, guys. Crypto on BlackRock's radar. The trillion asset manager announces its overhaul and shift to alternatives. Global investment management BlackRock appears to be undergoing a major overhaul, shifting its focus to possible opportunities, growth opportunities in regions across the world. Guys, we're talking about cryptocurrency. Here's Susan Anthony in an interview. Now, you notice this is the Ripple Board of Directors right here. Board of Directors. We got Chris Larson. We got Susan Anthony. Now, Susan Anthony, here's an old interview I pulled up. An interview with Susan Anthony, the Federal Reserve Bank of Minneapolis. Interview with Susan Anthony, Stanford economist, in optimal auctions, better models for the future of big data. So there she is right there, guys. That's when she worked at the Fed. Now she works at the Ripple Board. So that's really interesting, guys. That's for sure. Like I said, you don't have to look really far to find Ripple Labs. So now we got what? Ripple Labs connected to the Fed. We got Ripple connected to BlackRock. We got Ripple connected to PNC Bank. Guys, A fundamental valuation framework for crypto assets. Exactly the way it sounds. Okay, guys, what do you think about this relationship here, guys? Do you think he actually really left Ripple? Or do you think Ripple has a person in BlackRock now, like I believe? Okay, guys, the CKJ coin will come down right now. Please smash that coin and subscribe to the channel. Hit that notification bell. You'll be notified when I release a video. Guys, we got an XRP meetup in Blanco, Texas in 2 days. I will be live streaming quite often from the airport, from the plane, from the event. You don't want to miss that. Hit that notification bell. You'll be notified when we release these videos or live streams. It's going to be a hell of a weekend this weekend, guys. I hope you can make it out to Texas. That's for sure. Crypto Communities Unite, Blanco, Texas. Alrighty, guys. Thank you so much for your time. Please smash some thumbs up. Share the video. Show some love. Much love. Mahalo. Peace.